While I was looking for what to spend Francisco's newly found fortune on, I discovered amongst all the other cars that this one, the LG RH8, was free. I purchased it, for lack of a better word, and it was almost immediately delivered to my apartment, which was good because it was a rainy day, and someone was using the global voice chat to invite everyone to hang out at the pier.
Hey people, let's all of us meet up at the pier. Come on, you guys, will you go on the rides with me? Of course you will. Because you guys are my friends.
I hadn't spent a lot of time there, and on my way, the people on the local server decided that we should ride the roller coaster. I'm a particularly big fan of roller coasters, the opportunity to experience the thrills of high speeds and danger in a relatively safe environment. Unfortunately, when I got to the pier, I was late, and some of the participants were already riding. I did my best to be patient and wait for the next ride, slightly more patient than Bolero 420, who shot at them with a suppressed AK-47.
Oh yeah, come on, man.
Dude, what the
$10.
Guys.
I must apologize for my tone. $10 seemed a bit steep for a 2-minute roller coaster ride, seeing as the car I had just purchased and driven here was free. It also appeared that one of the riders was having a problem.
I'm stuck under the... Someone help.
As we were waiting, one of my biggest fears came to fruition as a relatively attractive woman transmorphed into an alien. The self-declared ride conductor jumped to his death and the alien disappeared, and finally we were connected to the chain lift and pulled up the first arch.
Killed myself. Oh, here we go. Alright.
To be honest, the ride wasn't particularly interesting, but I kept Francisco's hands up even as the rain set in.
Everyone having fun?
Yeah, I guess. It's not going very fast.
Alright, now you better duck because I'm gonna try to shoot you. Alright. Well, folks, coming to the end of your ride, as you may see. And, since I am the roller coaster, you have to give me money, so, if not, I'm gonna have to shoot you. So please, give me your money, or I will shoot you in the head.
Do we exit to the right or the left?
Either is fine, just give me your money. Please.
Holy shit. I don't think this is necessary.
After the socialization kind of fell apart, I did my best to get Francisco away from the relatively aggressive roller coaster enthusiasts and out of the rain. On the highway, I decided to disable the public audio chat as the conversations taking place were no longer contextually relevant. I got the car sprayed to be monochromatic. I don't know why it was bothering me, but after I did, it felt like it was mine. And then I immediately damaged it, running it into a wall. I would encounter a young Yeti man armed with a rifle standing in the street, which reminded me that in addition to Francisco's driving ability, I still needed to level up his shooting ability on these fulfillment progress bars. Moments later, I was at the ammunition, shooting a vintage pistol at random targets against another player. The first round didn't go as well as hoped, as I spent time at the beginning reading the rules instead of shooting. The second round I fared better, and the third round even more so, eventually pulling the W. The game would kick me out, but not before giving me a slight boost to shooting. I would go back in and continue playing against myself. I would go through all the firearms that I could find, all the ones that sounded interesting, and I was self-admittedly enjoying it and the accuracy that I was achieving. This endeavor would lead me to fill up my shooting progress bar even more, and after I tried the minigun, I decided to call it a day. I opened my map to check my GPS directions as I approached a red light, and then the unthinkable happened. I didn't know what to do. I backed my car up to provide a clear obstacle in the street, but was so close that when I got out, the game made Francisco pick up the money he had dropped. I had to Google how to make a phone call, and when I learned how, I picked the most obvious choice, paramedic. Some relief fell over me as I saw the sirens moments later, but they would cease when the ambulance crashed into some cars and would pass by the whole fiasco without notice. I called the police, who would keep their sirens on and slow but not stop as they passed by and then sped off, showing no interest either. I asked for the paramedics again,
Paramedics are en route to your current location.
this time moving my car to block more lanes to hopefully get someone to stop. Thankfully, I was successful. The paramedics stopped and could clearly see everything, but would immediately get right back into the ambulance.
No, get it. There's a person here.
I pleaded with them, but they hit my car and drove off.
Please. Somebody acknowledge his existence.
I called the police again. Another cruiser slows down again, so I run to approach them. I felt helpless, and when I looked back to try to understand why they didn't care about the motionless body in the middle of the road, I realized they couldn't, as it, along with his car, had disappeared. Now Francisco is standing there in the middle of the intersection alone. I had seen death hundreds of times in this game and experienced it personally, but I had never caused it, except for the one time in the offline tutorial. It obviously wasn't intentional. I had swerved out of the way, and he was running directly into traffic and at the car, but Francisco had hit him with it, and he had died nonetheless. I went home and parked the car. It was magically restored by entering the garage with all evidence removed. The police didn't seem to care about murder if it didn't happen while they were watching. It also seemed bodies would disappear as soon as enough people looked away, and I'm still not sure what a paramedic's job is in the world. I was disappointed with these denizens. Most of them honked at me, and one even tried to run me over while I was calling for help. And regardless of how awful I felt, the game didn't end. Francisco still persisted, and I wasn't going to squander the opportunities that had presented themselves anymore.